XCR375 H&H Mag here, and I'm just kind of doing a video on some stuff that's kind of been on my mind lately, and other people talked about it. Um, just kind of the state of things and so forth, and I'm not sure if I'm just the only person kind of feeling this type of stuff, but I know other people that I play my online game Star Wars where they're feeling the same thing. Just anxiety of the way the situation is with the job market and the economy and so forth. I was talking to a gentleman that I play my game with online, and he's about my age, mid 40s. And he basically said, yeah, there's about 10,000 people lined up behind me to take my job. So he's like, I'm worried about that. I'm worried about someone coming in behind me at a cheaper rate, cheaper salary, and to do my job. And I said, well, yeah, I kind of have the same thing too. And pretty much what triggered this is that he's like, well, got an early morning again tomorrow, and got to put in another, 10, 12-hour day, and do more and show I'm worth more than the guy that's behind me and behind him and behind him. And we got to chit-chat for a little bit about it, and we both just kind of came to the conclusion that, we both grew up during the 80s and 90s and stuff like that, and it wasn't always like this. You didn't always have to worry about losing your job from week to week or day to day. You know, job stability is just not there anymore. Some companies, yeah, they'll keep you on for a while, but other companies will just kick you loose. It's just a change of the mentality and attitude of a lot of these companies, where they just treat their human assets not so well, and that they're just expendable. And a lot of it has to do with what's been going on since, pretty much the way the from George Bush Sr. all the way to our current president. I mean, Bush Sr. really started this crap off, and Clinton accelerated it. Bush Jr. didn't do much to slow it down, and Obama has just put it into, hyperspace, warp drive, warp speed. So, just, yeah, kind of talking about that stuff. And it's just, he lives in Northern California, I live in Southern California. We both agree that this state is just too damn expensive to live in. Even if you're way out in the sticks, I mean, everything costs a hell of a lot more, twice as much as to our neighboring states, whether it be Arizona, Nevada, or Oregon, or Idaho, or whatever. I've been checking these places out. And, for example, my car insurance here runs me $80 a month, and that's just for one step above basic liability. Well, I got a price quote from Nevada from my same insurance company that has an agent in Nevada, and it's half the cost for the same amount of insurance. So, these liberal states, blue states, just make it impossible for your average working Joe, me, and I'm sure a lot of people that are on my channel and everything, to go out and really do anything. Everything is just so damn expensive. Rent in the other states that I've checked out is half the cost of what it is here, and it's a chain reaction. It's a chain event. I mean, property values are overly priced here, so the landlords have to charge enough to cover their property tax and their mortgage payment here in California, and all the other taxes that go on for all these social services and benefits for these illegal aliens and stuff like that, and undocumented workers, or whatever you want to call them, welfare recipients and so forth. And the government just stifles business. It makes things so damn difficult for businesses to start. I mean, if I start a business here in the city of Los Angeles and I hire an employee, I have to pay him $15 an hour. And you know what? My business may not be able to pay a person $15 an hour. $15 an hour roughly works out to approximately $32,000 to $33,000 a year. Okay? And how can a small business like that starting off afford a person? So I don't know. It's just kind of what he and I both agreed upon is like there's got to be more to life than work. And it's just like he and I kind of agree. It's just kind of like all work. That's really all it is. You go to bed early, wake up early, do your 10 to 12 hour shift, and then by the end of the day you're kind of beat, and you really don't want to do too much. You just kind of want to relax, and you just rinse and repeat. And it's just getting old. And you know, I'm not copping out or anything like that. It's just it's getting old. Everything just costs so damn much here. It's unreal. Gas. You want to go take a trip up to Mammoth or the Sierras or go see Yosemite or something like that. You're looking at a ton of money for gas. You're looking at hotel expenses and everything. And all these extra fees and taxes and stuff were not there when my parents and I and my brother and our family would go on these trips. It's ridiculous. The government just strangles any type of prosperity, and they don't get it. These liberals don't get it. You leave more money in my pocket, I'm either going to go out and spend it on trips or whatever, and in turn that's going to allow the innkeeper and so forth to hire more people to clean the rooms, to make the rooms up, and to expand. Okay, obviously I'm breaking this down as simple as I can. They don't get it. Okay, or I put my money in the bank. All right, the bank lends my money out to people for businesses or homes and stuff like that. The homeowner, he's going to go out, he's going to spend money to upgrade and fix his house and make it the way he wants. And he's going to have to hire people to come in and fix certain stuff if he doesn't know how. And it's just, they stifle it. They stifle it. You know, need a permit to have a fucking garage sale. Need a permit to have a fucking block party, even though all the neighbors are going to be down here. Fuck that, you know. Back in August, my neighbors and I, we threw a block party. Told the city to go fuck off when they showed up. Tried to give us a ticket. We told them to go fuck off. And if they got a problem, take it up with all the neighbors. And they drove off. Fucking pieces of shit is what they are. Not the neighbors. But the city people that just try to get revenue any which way they can, money. And they nickel and dime you. You know? Checked out Arizona. Checked out Nevada. DMV fee for my car is $40. I think it's for 2 years, if I remember correctly, for one of the states. Really? California here's got my car at $90. It's a 17-year-old car. So, go figure. It's the fucking blue states. It's the liberal libtards. I really didn't want to go down this path about liberals and how stupid they are and how they manage to fuck everything up that they touch. Perfect example, the shit stain in the Oval Office. Anyway, stuff is just getting old. And it's just one thing after another. Mandatory vaccinations for your kids. Mandatory vaccinations for people. Fuck you, Governor Brown. Kiss my fucking ass, motherfucker. Piece of shit. Ugh. Fucking telling me what to do. And I have to go get vaccinated, you fuck. Boils my blood. Anyway, Fucking piece of shit. It's getting old. State has totally designed itself to screw over everybody. Gotta get a permit for this. Gotta get a permit for that. Permit for this. Permit for that. Stupid. Don't need a damn permit if my neighbor and I are inviting everybody over for a block party. Screw that. Or a garage sale on my property, selling my crap to people. City can kiss my ass. Fuckers. Anyway, just ridiculous. Back to my original topic. So there's just that anxiety out there of, hey, I got 10,000 people lined up behind me to take my job. And the company's always looking to, get somebody cheaper because they need to make a profit, and they're in dire straits too. Putting off big purchases, upgrading people's computers and stuff, and until things improve economically wise. I hate to tell you this, but they're not going to improve economically wise. This path is just going to get worse and worse and worse. They're not going to improve. Fed can't raise the interest rate because everything will frickin' collapse even more. Don't even know what the stock market's doing anymore. It's just nuts. People are hunkering down with the money that they have. People know. People know something not so good is coming down the path. Well, why do you think sales have dropped so much? Why do you think they're putting out in August, last month, frickin' Halloween stuff? Halloween's not for another 40 days. But they were putting stuff out for Halloween in the middle of August. What are they going to do? October 1st, start putting out Thanksgiving stuff? That just, everything is starting earlier and earlier. So these companies can say, hey, yeah, we had a great holiday season. Yeah, but you started it 6 months, before. So God only knows. And it's going to be kind of like, everybody doesn't want to rock the boat where they're at because they need their job and they need the money that's coming in. Well, and it's like, even though you might have some great ideas or you might have suggestions or you hate your freaking job, you're keeping your mouth shut because you know that there's people way behind you that are more than willing to take your job for lesser pay. And people know that a lot of people are paycheck to paycheck. They've gotten themselves in debt and they're trying to pay it off, or they can't pay it off. So they're paycheck to paycheck. They're getting by the skin of their teeth or by a hair. So, and if people lose their job, everything falls apart. Everything just falls apart. You're totally controlled and indebted to this system. Totally. You want property? You want to buy property? Go ahead, buy your property. If you don't have all the cash for it, you're going to have to get a loan for the property. Well, the bank still owns your ass. So, and bank still in the municipality or city or wherever you're at, county, gets the property tax. Even if you work for your own self, you're still paying property tax on that property. And you're still paying taxes to Uncle Sam and to the state. If you're in a state that has state income tax. So it's just saying, oh, I'll just do my own business. I'll be my own boss. Well, guess what? You're still paying taxes on that money to Uncle Sam. Minimum. You might be in a state that has no state income tax and you don't have to pay state income tax on that, but you're still paying. And it's like, leave us alone. Let us have our money. Let us do our thing. We know how to take care of ourselves. Some of the smartest people I know are people who run their own business, who are consultants and so forth. They've got it figured out on how to do stuff. Very smart. Very smart people. One of my buddies, I consider to be very smart and very intelligent. And he runs his own business. And I consider him to be highly successful. And kudos to you. I think you know who I'm talking about. So, very smart, very intelligent guy. Hint, backcountry preps. Anyway, so very smart, very intelligent, knows how to make money, got a nice pad, nice place. He knows how to do it. I know how to do it. Do I want to do it in the state of California? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? I've thought about opening up a firearms training school for people to teach people how to properly shoot and gun safety and stuff like that. The more people that know how to properly handle a firearm and get them over that hill of, oh, the gun's bad, and get them onto our side, the better. People can just realize inanimate object here. It's the person that's holding it that's the bad person when they do what they did to people with these mass shootings. So I want to get people over that. Do I want to open up a firearms school here in the state of California? Fuck no. You kidding me? Just the simple firearms safety certificate, in order to do that, I had to go through several NRA courses and show them that, send it in, fill an application, send in a fee, and then I got the okay after fingerprints and everything like that, and after a full-on background check by the FBI and the Department of Justice of California. You kidding me? Okay. And then on top of it, the county I live in, Los Angeles, you really think I'm going to want to try to open up a firearms school here? I only know of a couple of ranges in my local area where I live at. One's in my area, down the street from me, and the other one is by LAX. Okay? And they're both small. And the other one I know is in San Fernando Valley. I think it's the firing line or something like that. Don't even know if they're still open or not. So there's about 3 indoor pistol ranges that I know about here in LA County. Just the insurance alone is insane on it. The rent for a place. Because by all means, if you do a firearms school, you sure as hell don't want to do it your instruction here in your own house, because that opens you up to a whole bunch of liability shit. You want it off-site, where it's a business, strictly business, completely. Not where you eat, sleep, and so forth. Yeah, I know what I want to do, but you know what? I'm not doing it here. Because I'm buried by bureaucracy, regulations, permits, like you wouldn't believe. Hell, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals still hasn't decided whether California's gun laws are legal or not. Am I allowed to carry a firearm openly? No, not by the state of California. Can I get a concealed carry permit? No. It's a may issue state. Good luck on getting it issued. So right there, the state's denying us our right to defend ourselves, even though the Supreme Court ruled that the individual has a right to defend themselves. So the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals is taking their sweet time on this. So, and I think my webcam just locked up on me, or my computer did. Oh, there we go. It's back. It's probably NSA hacking into my computer or something. Everything just froze. So we'll see how the video turns out. But anyway, so I mean, why do I want to deal with that? Yeah, I can go get certified to teach, CCW courses to people here, but there ain't a police chief in the whole entire LA County or LA City that's going to issue somebody a CCW. And you can't go to Orange County and get a CCW if you live in LA County or LA City or any other county. No way. They just won't do it. You have to get your CCW in the area that you live in the state of California. If you live in LA County, the sheriff of LA County can give it to you. If you live in Orange County, only the sheriff or police chief, if you're in an incorporated city, can issue it to you. But right now, it seems that the Orange County sheriffs are the ones that are issuing the CCW. So the people that are in Orange County that are eligible and have gone through the training, they can go to their sheriff and get their CCW after the course and everything like that. So, just tired is what it is. Tired of it, burned out about this. Lots of anxiety, not just with the economy wise and knowing that there's 10,000 people behind me, other stuff, personal stuff that's going on. There's all the crap that's going on in the world. I mean, no wonder people like putting their heads in the sand and going, it's not there, it's not there, I don't see it, I don't see it. It's a big old freaking grizzly bear is taking a bite out of their ass, So, anyway, like I said, there's got to be more to life than just work. There has to be things that you can do or I can do that are not going to cost a freaking arm and leg. But that's probably not going to happen here in the state of California. I mean, even a simple movie is $15. I remember when movies were $3, then $5, and so forth. So, it's just crazy. And people say it's a sign of the times. Well, yeah, it's a sign of the times, but look, it really started with Bush Sr. and accelerated under Clinton, and Bush Jr. didn't do anything to stop it. And shit stain in the Oval Office has just put it into warp speed. So it's just totally been complete, utter warfare on the middle class or the working people. It's the working people that go out and buy things. It's the working people that go out on vacations and stuff and spend their money at, touristy stuff or whatever. So, everybody's feeling it. Why do you think the economy has slowed down? People aren't buying goods. One aspect of what people are buying, though, is preparedness stuff, preparedness food, and so forth. That's gone up significantly. So at least people are getting prepared on that. It's kind of like nowadays you really, really, really have to watch where your dollar goes, and you really have to plan things out and go from there. When I was growing up, my parents really never had to worry about that. They were able to put money away for summer vacations and stuff like that, and trips and so forth. I mean, one summer, which was wonderful, we went up to Yellowstone National Park for 2 weeks. We left on a Friday. 2 weeks later, we came back. Freaking awesome trip. Hiking, camping, fishing in Yellowstone Lake, driving through Yellowstone, seeing all the geysers and, the herds of buffalo and so forth. Really awesome. So, now a trip like that, nowadays, you really have to plan it almost a year in advance and put money aside for that if you want to go and do that. But, It's just kind of like everything is uh, inconvenient around here of everything that I like to do. I like to go out and shoot skeet. Well, I got to drive an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, to get to a crappy ass little skeet range um, up in Angeles. Another range is an hour and 45 minutes in San Bernardino County. Raw Hoggies. Great skeet area, but it's definitely something that you're going to want to do in the morning. Drive out there in the morning and spend all day out there because you got to, at least for me, I have an hour and 45 minutes, maybe a 2 hour drive um, with mild traffic on a weekend. It's just nuts. And it's just kind of like, I like to go fishing. I like freshwater fishing. Uh, Lakes around here suck, period. Don't catch shit. Can't catch crap out of Corona lakes or any of the other lakes around here. I think I've caught one trout out of them after going for 2 months in a row every single weekend. So, anyway, it's just definitely time for me to make some big decisions, and I think my only really option is to get into a better environment where there is less government interference with my rights, and it's an environment which is more business friendly. Believe me, I've run my own businesses before, and I've been very successful at them. So I know if I start a business up, or I should say when I start a business up, I know I will be successful because I've done it before, because I put my heart and soul into it, and it takes off. Takes a while, but it takes off. You can't half-ass it. You have to go 100% all the way, all the time. You have to be out there on the streets, pounding pavement, putting flyers on people's cars, talking to people, going into shops, being outgoing, and just going to trade shows and stuff, and you're good. You know, I had a successful business under Bush Jr., and some personal stuff happened, and pretty much the business went kablooey. Um, so, anyway, all I have to say now is, since I've gotten a lot of this off of my chest, is God, we cannot have another 8 years of another fucking liberal, especially Hillary Clinton or another Jeb Bush. The shit's just got to stop. Because if it doesn't, if either of them get elected, it's never going to end. It's going to be a freaking dynasty. It's going to be like the freaking royals over in England. They just never die. There's always another one to take their place, and it's going to be a perpetual story. Never ends. So, but anyway, don't vote for Sanders, the socialist communist son of a bitch. He's even doing better than Clinton in the polls. Well, kind of interesting about that. Anyway, different topic totally. So, it's just stay the hell out of my freaking business, man. It's directed towards the government. Let me keep my money. Stop giving it away to all these fucking freeloaders. Get out of their business. Make it business friendly in this state so people don't have to leave, so they can have a better standard of living and a better life. They don't get it. The more you tighten down on people and the more you take, the more they're going to want to leave. So, anyway, this is pretty long video. It's probably one of my longer videos on stuff, but they just don't get it. The more you take from people that are working hard and you give it to people that aren't doing anything, those people can be like, why am I doing this? Why am I, working 10, 12 hours a day in this shitty ass state where I'm getting taxed beyond belief, and I'm out of here. Don't need this shit. So anyway, the people that started the Tea Party stuff, I think they had the right idea. It just started out as a small group of people saying taxed enough already. That's pretty much a way I think everybody feels. That's working hard and is trying to get by. So, anyway, some stuff that is just needs to be out there. People just need to start calling stuff the way it is. California is a fucked up state because you got a liberal governor and you got a liberal legislature, and they think they can tax their way out of anything, and nothing is done. And it's people like me, the working stiff, and other people that work hard, they're getting screwed. And, people like me are just going to move. We're going to take our income to another state or locality where the state's not in my business. Where if I want to open a firearms school, it's no problem. Oh, okay, well, you just need a county license and you need to get a state license. Or you can just get a state license and that covers you. And this is your flat fee. So, anyway. XCR 375 signing off. Thanks for watching.